Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do
Hi, my name is Dr. Melanie Bison, and I'm going to talk to you today about safety planning. Okay, so safety planning uh, is one of the things that most people come in to talk to me about, and usually when they're in a violent situation and they're contemplating leaving, but they're just not sure how to go about doing it. One of the things that most people ask is, okay, do I just get up and leave? Do I go to a shelter? I don't have any money. I don't have any resources. I never did this before. I got kids. What do I do? You know, what do I call the police? Do I get a restraining order? What is a restraining order? It's just a piece of paper. Like, does that stop him or her from killing me or from hurting me? What do I do? What does this all mean? That's usually what they ask. So anyway, this video blog is gonna kind of give you the rundown of all the questions you ever wanted to know about leaving, and kind of giving you basic information of all of that. So the first thing you need to do is write a checklist, because when you get ready to leave, everything goes out the window. Your total thought process is at zero. You don't remember anything. What you want to do is you want to run, and you want to run fast, and you want to get out of Dodge. That's pretty much the gist of it. And so what you want to do is you want to pretty much write a checklist of everything that you need. So when you leave that day, when it's the big day, you're ready to go, you know? So number one thing to do, write a checklist. That's number one. Uh, the next thing you want to do is go on your website for your community or for whatever state you're in. Get on the family court website and check out what's your nearest um, domestic violence shelter. For us here in Las Vegas, it is Safe Nest and Safe House, I believe is the other one. So if you can get in contact with them, the domestic violence shelters, it doesn't mean that you're going to go there per se, but what you're going to do is you're going to ask questions, because every state has their own laws in regards to what their laws are for domestic violence. And so you want to kind of get information about that. How do I go about getting an ETPO, which is an emergency temporary protective order? How long does that last? What do I need to do to get one? Do I go down to the family courthouse? Can I do it with you over the phone if I need to? Um, what do I do? How do I go about doing that? So that's what you want to find out. Arm yourself with information. That is the most important thing. Get yourself educated about what you're doing here instead of just going blind on all this. That's the first thing. Um, then the next thing after you do your checklist is go around the house and see what kind of important documents you have around that house. If you have documents that you know that you can take out of that house and that person won't know, do it. Get it out. You know, uh, get it out of the house and take it to a place that you feel safe taking it to. And when I mean place, I mean to a parent's house, to a friend's house, to a brother or sister's house, to a cousin's house. If you have a safe deposit box at a bank that the only person can get into that safe deposit box is you, then make sure you take it to that bank. um, somewhere where you know that you can take that documents out and take it to where you know that it's a safe place to take. The other thing is any important jewelry, any important mementos or things that make you feel that is important to you. So say like pictures, like I was saying, jewelry, anything that is dear to your heart that you don't want to leave behind. Like for us, for Hawaiian people, we have like hula implements, leis, feather leis, or leis that we use. Culturally, for Native people, we have regalia for dancing. That's important to us. You know, um, those are the kinds of things that we hold dear to us. So we want to take that out with us when we leave. Those are the things that you want to look around the house and say, oh yeah, I got to make sure I take that. My grandma gave that to me, or my dad gave that to me, or my mom gave that to me when she passed on. So those are the things that you want to take out of that house so that you don't lose it in the process. Save, 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 save money. You're gonna need that when you leave. So people ask me, well, how am I supposed to do that? Like he or she takes all my money and I got nothing. You know. Well, when you go grocery shopping and they give you money or they give you the debit card and say, okay, you can go grocery shopping. There is a part when you're checking out that says, do you want cash back? The answer is yes. Take $5 or $10 or $20 or whatever. If they give you cash and they don't usually look at the receipt or they don't usually care how much you spend as long as you spend within that $200 range, if they give you $200 or whatever for the week for expenses, then take the $200, spend 150 and take the other $50 and save it. Put it somewhere where you know it would be safe. Once again, the same place where you just put all those things, take that money, put it the same place. So you have money stashed. Come up with a number that you know that you're gonna need, um, that would be enough to get a new apartment or a place to stay or whatever. So if you know that you're gonna need 2 grand when you get out, then that's your goal number. So start saving money, stocking away money until you get to $2,000. That's what you want to do. That's the target goal. The next thing is pack a bag. So what I mean by pack a bag is that if you have children besides yourself, you want to make sure that you take that bag of clothes with clothes items, and shoes and stuff, and have a couple days of clothes, including medications and stuff that you might need. Put it somewhere, whether it's in the back of your car if you feel safe that you can do it there, or put it at your place of employment, or put it at a neighbor's house, or the same place where you're putting everything else. So if you got to bail, say that night or whatever, that one big day that you finally choose to leave, you got clothes, at least something, so you're not leaving without anything. Uh, Important thing, if you, like I was saying, medications. If you take medication, like preventative medications, make sure you take medications with you. You know, for a lot of pharmacies, you can get 90-day supplies now. So what you want to do is maybe go get some 90-day supplies. And instead of taking all the 90-day supply and bringing it home, take the other 60 days, stash it. That would be another thing to do. That would be imperative. Uh, when you're getting ready to leave for the big day, you want to go over that checklist and make sure you have everything in order before you finally get ready to do that big day. Prepare yourself mentally for it. I mean, it's a big deal. You're finally getting ready to take off. You know, so make sure you have everything in order and in place to to do that. Very important. The next step is looking at starting fresh, starting new. It's a new beginning for you. You know, it's very important. It's a new beginning. It's a fresh start. Um, it's a change. Change. The only constant in life is change. You know, but yet as human beings, we're deathly afraid of change because change is not our norm for us. Change is scary. You know, we're so afraid of the unknown because we don't know what to expect. You know, we're not sure what to expect out of things, you know, when it's unknown. But at the same point, it's a chance to change and to start new. It's to start fresh. The important thing is when you finally leave is to get counseling because you have to remember that you had lost your sense of self when you got into that relationship. Maybe not in the beginning, but when you ended up um, being in a violent relationship and an abusive relationship, whether it was sexually, mentally, verbally, emotionally, you've lost who you were as an individual. And so, what you want to do is to get into counseling so you can regain who you are as an individual and learn who you are as an individual. Um, the most volatile time is not when you're in the relationship, but when you leave. So you need to remember that. Uh, it doesn't preclude you from leaving. I'm not saying don't leave. What I'm saying is just be aware of your surroundings at all times. Don't take the same route home every day. Switch up your routes, switch up your routine because we are creatures of habit, which means that people around us will also start picking up on our patterns. So just be aware of that. Just make sure you're always switching your routines, you're always changing things up. Don't ever keep to your norm is what I'm saying. So anyway, first, first things first, to kind of recap everything and summarize our first lesson on safety planning 101. Make a checklist. Think of important papers. Think of things that you need in that house that you need to get out. Uh, like I was saying, things that you hold dear to yourself that you may want to get out when you leave. Medications that you need to get out of there. You know, anything that is of importance to you. Take it to a place that you know that you can trust that person to hold those items for you. Start saving money. You know, even if it's just $5 at a time. $5 every week does add up, believe it or not. You know, pack a bag, put it somewhere. So if it does come to a point in time where you have to leave right then, you have clothes and shoes that you have. When you get ready to leave, make sure you check the checklist and make sure you have everything. Contact your local domestic violence shelter so you can get more information about the state laws in regards to domestic violence and what your rights are as a victim and then soon to be survivor of domestic violence. And then get ready to start fresh and start to reclaim your life and your power as an individual. If you have any questions or concerns regarding what I just talked to you about, please feel free to email me on our website. Uh, Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video and I will be talking more on video blogging on many different topics. So anyway, have a great day and I hope that you will be enjoying the rest of the video.
Where do we go from